Hi everyone! Today we're gonna paint the rainbow chameleon, okay? And it's like and then we expect our brain at first, because it's the first time we've done painting, to be frustrated and confused at first. Like, what? What is she telling me? And I'm pinned, right? You made me big. I have to be pinned, nice and big. And then I'm frustrated and confused. And then I think I understand it, and then it's easy. So it goes like this. What? What is she talking about? I don't get it. I understand. And then what? What is she doing? Oh, I get it, right? But you have to give your brain permission to do all three. Okay. So when we're painting, we worry about shape, color, and texture. So the shape, I already drew it. So shape doesn't matter, right? Got the shape. But how about the color? We're always going to root for 3D, dark, medium, light. Okay? So, how do we make a color lighter? We add a little bit of white. Just a little bit, and then decorate it. Okay? So watch, look at the top of his head. That's my green section right there, but I made it very white. And then as I scribbled my paintbrush, I pushed the white lower, but I'm running out of white. I'm running out of white. Oh, just green. Well, that's terrible. This is the see-through color. Forget her. How about the blue one? Very white on her back, and then less. And look what happens by the time I get to the bottom of the blue. I ran out and it's dark, right? So running out of paint, of the white paint, you're like, oh, it was very bright, and then it got darker just because I ran out of paint. And you're like, oh, I don't know what you're saying. I know, because the first time you've done it. So you should be confused and frustrated at first, right? And then the shape, color, and the texture is little tiny scribbles. Itty bitty little scribbles. And every little scribble is like the texture of scales, right? So if I touch it too much, if I put some white on my color and I go, oh, it's very bright, and then it's darker and darker and all gone, I'm like, yeah, but what if I keep touching it? Then what do I get? Medium, one color. If I wanted them all to be one color, I would have stirred them together for you already, right? One color is boring. So we want to try to make 3D. Okay, so we're going to do the stick first, because this stick is underneath the tail. I'll show you, right? So the stick, if I paint the stick first, the tail goes on top of the stick, and by then the tail will be dry. So I put this tail on top, right? Ooh, foot goes on top, but that's after the stick is dry. And we're not going to use green to highlight. We'll use a little bit of yellow and make a lighter brown, because this green didn't work good. Look at, I put tons, and that's all green, right? I'm not in love with that green. So we're going to go dark, we're going to paint it each little section. 1, 2, 3, 4 little pieces of brown thing, okay? So we're going to learn how to, and we're going to switch to our back. I said the blue paintbrush, but I lied. It's the yellow one to do the stick. Because why? Because if we, like, look at when I smash this little paintbrush. Oh, she's humongous when I smash it, right? So you're like, oh, it looks like a tiny paintbrush. No, she's not tiny. I smash it, and then it's really big, okay? And we're going to try to make smooth lines when we outline. Why? Because we have to keep the shape. But there's a human trick, because you're human. It's your parents' fault because they were human. But you're going to be able to, once you outline stuff, your brain won't go outside the lines. So if we get a good smooth outline, you'll stay inside the lines. So let me show you that. Watch. So find brown. We need brown and yellow. Hey, I left my yellow open, but let me put the lids on the other ones. I don't need those. Brown. Look, I didn't give you very much brown because we're just doing the stick. That's all. Okay? So I would like to outline. And then what if black shows through a little bit on a brown stick? Built-in shadow. Totally doesn't matter, right? So I'm gonna, and this is a big paintbrush. But no matter, we're just going to stab our paint, and it's going to get the exact same amount every time. So I literally, mine was tipped over, so it all went to the side, but I can still get it. I just go poke, and I stab it, and get a bloop, and get a glob on there. A bloop on there. And that's it, right? Do I need to get more than that? No. If we run out on our paintbrush, we just get more, right? We don't scribble and try to get more out of it. Just get more. Oh, and we don't need a cup of water. That will water down our paint, make them even worse see-through. And a drip of paint might escape from your paintbrush and actually erases the paint. So no water, no water. Okay. So let me show you. This is how we outline. Okay, this is going to set us up for having good shape. Watch this. Especially if you're little, this is going to save your whole painting. Watch that. So I'm going to land this stick, this little shape, this weird thing. She's going to be a stick, right? He's sitting on it. But since it's all going to be brown, I'm going to land my paintbrush inside the stick. Watch me do it first. Don't look away. And I go smash. Oh, it opened. Really big one. Right? But I only stare at one hair that's going to get rid of that silver Sharpie for me. Watch this. I push like a bulldozer. No scribbling. Okay? I go smash. Okay. Up, 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 up. I touched it. Now watch. I just push off the page. Perfectly smooth. A smooth line. So who did that smooth line? The whole paintbrush? No. I just stared at that one hair at the top. And that one hair made it brown. Now you do it. Oh, some of you did it already. All right for you. Bye. I don't want to see that silver Sharpie. Ew. No one's supposed to know that I outlined it for you. Shh. Cover it up. Okay, now what about the part by the tail? If I run out of paint, can I just get more paint? Yeah. So I go, smash. I'm going to smash my paintbrush in the stick where it's going to be brown. Smash. Okay. She's humongous. Now I'm going to sneak up. Bye, Sharpie. And I'm pushing, 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 pushing. Oh, ran out. I stared at that one hair that was covering up my Sharpie. Did I scribble? No. What happens when I run out of paint? I'm out of paint. Should I scribble? No. It's not a pen or a marker or a crayon. I go like this. I go stab and get another globule, a blob. There, a bloob, glob. Okay, and then I have one more edge. Okay, so who feels like you understand it? Do you know why? Because you did it. That's why. So I smash my paintbrush, smash. Okay, I'm inside the brown. And then I push down, down, down till I touch it. And then I push like a bulldozer. And what comes squeezing out the side? A perfectly smooth goober of paint. That's how I get smooth edges. Do I pick up, look at, everybody look, do I go dash, 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 dash? No, that'll make a furry stick. And since the stick is teaching us how to do the chameleon, that would give us a furry chameleon. So if we don't learn it during stick, you have a furry chameleon. So don't go dash, 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 dash. Every time you land, it makes it all like floofy. Okay. Now we're going to make the texture. Remember shape, color, texture? Well, now the texture should be all stripes, right? So and they all have to go the same direction, like tilted. They're parallel. Who knows the word parallel? It's a third grade word. But our lines are parallel. And when I do this stick, it's also going downhill. And when I do this piece of stick, it goes downhill. Oh, so I'm going to get more brown. Step. I just dropped it. Okay, there. And I go, all right. And I just go, whee. I go next to that one. And then I go next to that one. And then look at the texture. And then I ran out of paint and it got kind of black. Built-in shadow. And then I need more. Oh, I'm out of paint. Okay, so I poke my paint. Poof, and then I go. Whoosh, whoosh. So I land on my landing pad, which is that line that I put. And I land on it and fall off the page. And land and fall off the page. And look at just 3D right there. And I don't touch it twice. Everybody pause. This is important. How come I don't touch it twice? I have 3D. Look at wherever the paint is thick, will dry very brown. Wherever it's thin, it's kind of black. That would make brown, black, brown, black. And look at the interesting texture. If I go back and smoothie, 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 do I have interesting texture? No. I just made it smooth. So I like the stripes that I get. That is wicked cool. So I give permission to have interesting texture. No smoothie, smoothie. We're making a stick. So the color, the shape, and the texture matter. Okay, now I have brown on my paintbrush and I want to go get yellow. If I leave this brown on there, all of my yellow is going to be contaminated. So I give it a little pinch. Squeeze it really hard. Oh, I don't think I got it all out. Look, there's still brown. I'm going to squeeze it one more time. Okay. Oh, cleaner. It's bitter. And the yellow is going to make like a lighter brown. But what if pure yellow shows? Because it's a stick in his cage and it shines, right? So how many color values of brown should we have? At least 3. Dark brown didn't get any yellow. It's none. She doesn't get anything. Okay. Then there's a middly part where it got a little bit of yellow when I was running out. I ran out, right? But then on the bottom, it's super, super yellow. Shiny. But how come it's dark on the top of the stick? Because she's making a shadow. The light's coming from above. So let me get my yellow, and I just stab it like I'm mad. Stab. Stab. Okay. And hey, it's still, no matter how hard I stab, it still gets the same amount of yellow. Because the paintbrush can only hold so much. Right? Okay, now, watch this. Everybody watch. Everybody pause and look up. So this is the first time you're seeing it, but you won't actually learn it till you do it, right? So my very first swipe, and I'm not going to touch it twice, is going to be very yellow. Watch this. Very yellow. Oh, keep going. Then the next one touching it is not very yellow already. Not very yellow. Running out of yellow. Kind of disappear. Oh, I have yellow on the other side of my paintbrush. Running out, running out, running out, running out, running out. Don't stop. Should I go back and fix it? No, I like that texture. Running out, running out, running out. And I'm completely out of yellow. Should be pure brown. So it's very dark at the top, medium-ish, brighter, brighter, brightest. So I give my paintbrush, and look at all that shit. Look at it's uneven and weird because it's a lumpy, lumpy stick. So I like the texture. So it's very, very, yeah. Oh, I'm touching it twice. F. Oops. So it's very yellow, my first swipe, because there's so much yellow in my paintbrush. Then the one above that, I'm already running out. And then the one above that, should I get more and paint the whole thing yellow? No. I went higher, higher. And I'm letting them touch. Look, everybody, look. I let them touch. They overlap. Each stripe overlaps the next stripe. There's not a space between them. No. I go, boop, cover them up. That one touches that one, touches that one, touches that one, touches that. It's a texture thing. So is it very yellow on the bottom? And then I ran out, ran out, ran out, ran out. And then it was just brown all by herself at the top. That's the dark part. Now, who went back and kept touching it? If you're touching it, it just makes a brownish yellow. Right? And it's like we stirred it together and then no texture, right? So we give it permission to be weird. Okay? Now I got to clean my paintbrush because I want to go get brown. And this yellow is the goodbye. Get out of here. So I clean my paintbrush, pinch. Now I can get brown again. But look at this teeny tiny little piece. It's the part between her tail and her foot. We just have to outline it. Look at how I outline that as a mistake. But as long as the outside line is perfect, right? Okay, because we're going to paint over my oops. So I'm going to paint this brown, but I want to have a good outline. And we already did it once, so how's your brain? Right? You're going to be, okay? So you're like, are you frustrated and confused? Are you understanding? Is it already easy? That's a good brain, right? So I get brown step. And I just get a blob because that's what my paintbrush does. So I probably won't have to get more. That's a lot. But I land inside the shape. Then I'm going to sneak up, 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 up by Sharpie and swipe. Okay. And then, oh, backwards C. What if I get stick on her foot? Is that bad? No, I'm going to paint over it later. When I put the foot on top of the stick, it'll be dry by then. And then I go smash and sneak down, push, okay? And then this part, whoop. Oh, there's paint on the other side of your paintbrush, by the way. If you're like, oh, I ran out, try flipping your paintbrush over. There's a little glob. And then now, oh, which direction is my texture? Right? Well, if this is part of that same stick, shouldn't they all go downhill? Same, matchy, right? So I just go, oh, same texture. Stripe, 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 stripe. Okay, got it. Oh, and make sure your stick is as wide as like you can imagine it coming from behind the tail. Sometimes I make the stick too small. You know what I mean? So I can imagine it goes, whoop, skip the tail, and there's a stick. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush before I get yellow. Do you think you have to get a whole stab of yellow for this one? That would be way too much. So instead of so we put the yellow to brown. Now let's do that stick right there. Oh, that is long and skinny. Is that going to take a lot of brown and a lot of yellow? It's way bigger. That's okay. Every time you run out of brown, you just go poke. Right? Stab your paint. Yep. And I just go, Okay. Oh, and don't forget under her little wrist right there, that's also stick. So I just go smash. Okay. And push up. Bye, Sharpie, push. Nice and thick. I'm already running out of paint. Oh, no, I made it. Okay. I thought I was going to have to stop. And then I get brown, stab. And I could go under. I'll always land in the stick and let my paintbrush open. And then I can sneak. Okay, I got under her wrist. And then I land. I'm going to have to go down. So I smash my paintbrush. Smash. Go down. Smash. Oh, now I covered it. Now I can push. Let's see if it makes it. Nope. It got dry halfway. Should I scribble and try to get more paint out of it? No. Just stab your paint and get more paint. You know where it is. Boop. Okay, now I got to land again. So land. Smush. Okay, that's how you get smooth edges. Woo. And what if I get it on the foot? Remember how it doesn't matter because we paint the foot on top of the stick? Because the foot's in front, so the stick will be dry by the time I paint it. Okay, now we need to put texture. He already knows how to do it. And which direction should the lines go so that it looks like a matching stick? I fall downhill like a slide. I got lots of paint because this is a lot to fill in. And I just land and go wee, parallel. And then wee, I use the other side of my paintbrush. I'm already out. That's okay, I know where the brown is. Stab. And then just go wee, wee, wee. Okay. And a little bit of black shows. Shadow. I don't care. And then I don't scribble. I'm actually falling. And then they look like little stripes. And then what about wherever it's thick? Is that okay to have a thick blob? Yeah. That'll actually be dark browner. Because when it dries, the brown actually gets darker when she dries. And then now I'm going to clean my paintbrush so I can get yellow. Pinch. And remember, some of you are going back and touching it a whole bunch for smoothness. We actually like texture. If you touch it too much, you're going to mix your colors. And I'm mostly talking about when we do the chameleon. Stick is just for learning. Okay, now I'm going to stab my yellow really hard. I have to go far. And I'm going to try to make it to halfway before I run out of white yellow paint. So I'm just going to stab my yellow. Stab! Okay, I got it. Okay, watch this. Okay, everybody watch. Everybody don't look away. Everybody watch. Super yellow. Look at how it goes dark, medium, and light, even on my stripe. I know, it looks good. And then I go, okay, the next one touching that one is less yellow. Then less yellow. Then yes, then I'm running out of yellow. Should I be mad? No, it's perfect. But I'm not going to stop till I reach the top. Don't stop because it actually changes it and helps the brown not be so see-through. I got to the top and it's very brown. Bright, medium, dark. I don't care that they're not perfectly straight. How come? It's a stick. And you were made human, so your hand's going to have a little bit of a waggle. Because you're made out of bones and blood and stuff, and you're not a ruler. So it has a little human waggle to it. So it's very white yellow on the bottom. And then less. And then I run out, and then I do not go back over it. Because what color does it turn if you keep touching it? The whole thing turns yellow. You were trying to run out of yellow. You're not supposed to be adding, it's not a yellow stick. It's a brown stick with a little bit of yellow. Just a little bit of yellow, and then we let it run out as we go towards the top. And then we let it have stripes because of the texture of a stick. So shape, color, and texture all in one trick. And I don't care. Look at how I oopsie, and there's an extra bright piece on, I don't care. Maybe that's how this stick is. I don't know, but I have good texture. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. I have one tiny piece left. You want to see something funny that I did? Don't laugh at me. Oh, it's not even on this one. Oh, anyway, my last painting, I forgot to paint under his foot. I don't know. It's just brown with a piece of yellow on it. But I skipped it. And then after I was all done, I was like, what the heck? So don't forget under his foot. Oh, and what if you paint over his little toes? They're made out of V's. Oh, Ariana, don't worry, because you can watch the video later. I know, I knew something always happens, so don't worry. I promise you'll be able to paint this later. Because, you know, technology. Okay, now we have this stick, and that's not going to take very much paint. So, who knows how to, and we don't scribble. How come we don't scribble? That's the wrong texture of a stick. It's furry. So, we just give it permission to be stripedy. Okay, and then who thinks you can do this one all by yourself, no helpsies? I know. This was like, what are you talking about, lady? I think I understand. Oh, I got it. Now this should be easy, which means no helpsies. Do you think you could do it if I stop talking? Okay, teachers have a really hard time. Joe has a question. Go ahead, Joe. You can unmute yourself if you have a question. No? Okay. You must have just touched by accident. Okay, so I will try to close my mouth and not say anything, but teachers can't help but talk. So I will cover my mouth. Okay? Teachers love to hear themselves talk, so I'm going to cover my mouth. And then you do this part by yourself. Okay, I'm done, so I get to talk again. And then, when you're done, guess what's on your paintbrush? The perfect color to do under his foot. And you can connect these two worlds. Whoop, 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 whoop. Right? Just pull on the two pieces of stick. Yeah, no, there. Do under his foot. Remember, those are just little V's. So if you paint over them, so you can draw a V. Oh, I lost my pretty earring. Well, I'll take them both off then. Okay, how did you feel? So you did that by yourself. So you did, I don't understand what you're talking about, lady, to I think I understand it, got it. All by myself, easy, right? So what did we just do? Shape, color, and texture. And who put too much yellow? How do you tell yellow to calm down? Put brown from top to bottom and push yellow back down. You could go both ways. You could do it bright, and you also can darken colors called highlighting and shadowing, right? Who loves their texture? I know. So good. Now look at, and this one's already dry. Can you believe it? But look at how it changed. Didn't you have more yellow than that? Didn't yellow disappear and leave brown behind? It darkened as it dried. That one's not dry. You know how you can tell if it's dry? If it's shiny. And I hold it up to the light and I'm like, oh yeah, I better not touch that part. And then do you have a cool variation of color? Remember, what if you keep touching it like this? Oh, you just get one color. No interesting color, shape, texture, right? So we try to touch it as little as possible. Or we're just gonna, like when you put all the fruit in the blender and turn the blender on and then it's not a pretty color anymore, you know it's gonna be delicious. But yeah, you just mix them together. So we try not to mix too much to give the color permission to be bright, medium, dark. If we keep mixing them, we only get medium and then we don't love it anymore. Okay, and nobody goes, ooh, ah, for 3D. Okay, who's ready to do the tail? So just clean this little paintbrush out, you know, because she's going to sit here waiting for us to use it. But we'll just squeeze it really hard, get the bone out, and then we'll switch to baby little paintbrush. Where'd she go? Is mine under the napkin? She ran away. The floor? Where'd my little paintbrush go? Oh, I found it. Okay, so now we're going to do the tail. So, and, oh, let me show you. I'll do some words. I'll explain. Okay, so we're going to do blue, green, yellow, orange, pink, that purpley color. Because we're not doing this dark purple. Look how she turned black. So I switched to this, where's this purple instead for fun, right? That we mixed, right? It's like, oh, yours is going to be way brighter. Okay, because it looked way funner. Okay, so I'm going to, put the lid on your brown. I worry that it will dry out because you could totally paint rocks and stuff later with all your craft supplies and it will dry out. Okay, so I'm going to do this little piece of blue and it's 1 fingerprint big. So then how big is my green? 1 fingerprint big. So how big is my yellow? 1 fingerprint big. And I literally put my finger on there just so I could, oh yeah. Okay. And then if I get a good outline, I probably won't fall out, right? So that's the trick, a good outline. So tiny paintbrush, right? And then that color is blue. And oh, it matches my shirt so good. I thought it's the same color. Okay, it's called Cobalt. And she's a tiny paintbrush. So if I stab really hard, how much paint will she get? Just a tiny bit. And remember, we don't want to look at any silver, buy silver, but buy. Right? No, we don't want to see any silver. So I'm going to stab my blue. Stab. And it literally gets the same exact amount every time. Because how much paint can she hold? That much, and that's it. Forever and ever, blue paintbrush can only hold this much. No matter how hard you stab, it's still that much. It gets more up on the stick, but the paintbrush only has that much. Okay, so I go, all right. So I go, stab. Okay, so everybody pause and look up. Even if you're busy doing something, watch me. I'm going to, oh yeah, you land inside the object you're trying to paint and get rid of the Sharpie and put your finger on it for reals. So you go, oh, it's literally 1 fingerprint big. What if my tail ends up slightly bigger? I don't know this guy. So I just go, watch me. I go, everybody watch. Smash. Oh, that's right. I land in the object that's going to be blue. Now I need to get rid of silver. So I push up. Bye, silver. Okay. And then I push down. Whoop. There it is. I already outlined it and filled it in. And it's, whoa, 1 fingerprint big. Fits my fingerprint perfect. And it's very, very blue. Blue. And once your paintbrush opens, what do you have? Perfect little edges for going swipe and then swipe. So you keep your paintbrush inside the shape and you just sneak up and then sneak up. Push to the top. But your paintbrush stays inside the whole time. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. It was an elf. Okay, now I got blue on my paintbrush, but I would like to go get white. And every time I go get white, I have to clean my paintbrush. Jalen has a question. Go ahead, Jalen.
So if our paint looks a little bit transparent, when it dries, will it look darker?
Yeah, darker. And every color we add white. And white is opaque, so she will help. Right? Okay. So like, oh, this color is see-through. She's, called transparent. But then opaque means you can't see through it, like a wall. So I put a little bit of white, helps. But we're trying to run out of white, right? Because here's my blue. I got to clean my paintbrush. So I find a clean spot, fold it over, pinch. Now I can get white. But remember when we did the brown? How much brown did we put? A lot. How much yellow did we put? Tiny bit. A little tiny bit of yellow. Not half, a little less, right? So if I would like to highlight this blue, look how much white I'm going to get. Everybody pause and look up. You're going to do it wrong, like a whole bunch. But this will be our ugliest part because it's our first part and our brains are learning. But I just need some white because this object is very little, the tip of the tail. So I just touch the white like this and I go, pop. Okay, that's literally invisible. Okay, one more time. Oh, you did that. Okay, get a speck. A speck. Could we get more? Yes. Could we get less? No. So it's better to get a little less than you need. Okay, now everybody pause and look up. Watch. So where's the light coming from? Above. So what would be the brightest part of her tail? The top part of her tail. And I'm just going to do little swipes and try to run out of white. Okay, so everybody watch, everybody look, don't look away. So watch me, it's very white, okay. And then the one below that is going to be less white, running out of white. Now it's just blue by herself. Now it's all gone, blue. Bright, medium, dark. And I gave white permission to run out and I do not go back. I like the little stripes. It looks like tie-dye when it's done. So don't think, oh, let me keep rubbing it and rubbing. No, that's smooth. This has scales, so our little scratches with our paintbrush is appropriate. And then where is it most white? On the tip. It was like very white. Then less, all gone. Who got 3D? Bright, medium, dark? You ran out? I know. See? So good. And you stayed in the lines? How come? Because we outlined it. Okay, now we clean our paintbrush. Pinch. Super easy now. I don't like this paper towel. It's all dirty. I'm going to get another one. Yeah. But this paper towel, every time I find a clean spot, right, this will last a long time. Now I'm going to get green. Okay. Oh, there's way more green on my lid. I should have put this when we mixed the color. Let me try. I have to put all this. If my paint must have been upside down, I got a bunch of green in my lid. Get back in there, green. What are you doing? You're hiding in my lid. Okay, there. I scraped all the paint from my lid back in my paint so I could stir it. What? I don't know. I didn't even see that. Okay, now I got to clean it off. Okay, too much paint. Okay. I had to fix that, or I would have had all my paint in my lid. Okay. Now I get my green, and now when we do it, where they're just like curved little lines to do the outline, line, like an H, and then we fill in the middle. So we just go around the tail like little, or number 11s, right? So I just stab my green. How come? Little paintbrush can only get so much. Stab! And then how big is it? A fingerprint. Okay. What if I touch the blue? So they're not scared of each other. So I land inside the tail. Smash. Okay. Now I'm going to sneak up. Bye, Sharpie. Up. Swipe. And then swipe. And then how big is it? A fingerprint. Yeah. Swipe, swipe. The tip of my paintbrush is sharp. She keeps scratching off the paint. I'm going to use the side of my paintbrush. Everybody pause and look up. The side of my paintbrush is smoother if I do it really soft. The tip of my paintbrush, look at, she scratches the paint off. Rude. So I'm going to hold my paintbrush like this at an angle and try to go. Oh, let me explain. I can explain that. Watch. Here's my piece of bread and here's my butter, and I'm going to butter my bread. That would just cut up my bread. What if I use the side of my paintbrush and peanut buttered my bread? Wouldn't that be smoother? So I'm like, oh yeah, the tip's a little sharp. So I'm going to use the side of my paintbrush and just go, oh, because she's soft. All right, all right. Now I got to clean my paintbrush. I'm going to go get white. And how much white do you think I'll need? I don't know.
A little bit.
A bit. So, and who got too much white last time? Adjust. Who didn't get enough white last time? Adjust. We don't get mad. We just do better, right? So, I don't know. I'm learning. What? So, I get just a touch, a little boogie, ton of it, okay? Okay, now I'm okay, where's the light coming from? Above. Blink. So the top of the tail will be the whitest. And they do curve. These are curved, right? Parallel. So I go, everybody watch, everybody pause, watch me, just watch. So it's, because I can do it fast. It's very white. Oh my God, it's so white. So, but I go a row lower than that. And it's trying to scratch my paint off. Lower, 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 ran out. So it's very white. I'm going to get another poke of white. I feel like nothing happened. Very white, less white, running out of white, green. Okay, better. But what if black does show through? Built-in shadow, like we planned it. 3D. Okay, I clean my paintbrush. Oh, here's my favorite part of painting all the time. I have two colors and they're touching, right? Oh, they're touching. And it looks like a flag and it looks really bad and dumb, right? What? Where two colors are touching, we make a new color. So I'm going to push the blue and the green and the green and the blue and the blue and the green and the green and the blue like a bridge world. And I get to make turquoise. That's going to make turquoise. But only where they're touching. So watch me. This is weird. But I'm going to push some. I just like a little bit, right? I push the blue into the green and the green into the blue and the blue and the green and the green and the green. Oh, it made turquoise right where they're touching. And I don't even care what happens. It just becomes turquoise and I love it. So there. And then how hard do you push with your paintbrush? Who's already adjusted to super, super soft? Super soft. Well, do you notice what happens when you push hard with the paintbrush? It comes right off. It's like you go, put the paint on, and then you touch it twice, like you took it back off. What is the paint doing? You just have to be gentle. You know, like if I gave you a fancy, beautiful pen and you push really hard with it, you would ruin it. Even a Sharpie. If you pushed hard on a Sharpie, wouldn't you ruin the Sharpie? Soft, right? Because they're made out of just cotton. Okay, what comes after green? Who got yellow? Oh, and did you get turquoise? Who got turquoise? I know. And did you were you able to stay in the lines? I know, because we outlined. So I clean my paintbrush, pinch, and then I stab my yellow, stab. How come? Because that's how much I need. One stab. And then how big is it? One fingerprint big, right? Oh. What if I get green in my yellow? It's pretty. I don't care. One fingerprint, all right, and a little curve, so I land in the tail, smash, and sneak up, whoop, bye Sharpie, bye Sharpie. I'm going to get another stab. Look at that see-through yellow. I'm going to get more. Stab! 2 stabs. Now I can put it on thicker. Oh, that's better, that's better. You're jealous of me. Okay. Oh, this is weird though. That yellow piece is standing straight up. So which way is the light coming from? The top. I don't know how to shadow that. To highlight that. Can we just switch? And remember, no scribblies. Who can, well, instead of doing it, I don't know which way the light's coming from. Can I just put it on the outside? You know, because when we come around the top, it's always going to be on the top. So let's just put the white on the outside of the yellow. It'll just change. Okay, so I clean my paintbrush, pinch, mostly to protect my white. I already broke my paintbrush. It keeps coming apart. Stupid little dollar store paintbrush. Okay, now I'm going to get my white, poke. And then watch me, everybody watch. Everybody look. Oh, because it's going to be on the outside now. Super white. And then less white, less white, less white, less white, less white, less white. Done. Don't go back and touch it, because then you'll get a bunch of medium. And what if a little bit of black peeks through? Shadow. The colors look so good on black though. On a white canvas, everything looks kind of pastel because the white shows through the paint. On a black canvas, boom, right? Now I gotta clean my paintbrush, because what do I get to make? Two colors are touching. Green and yellow are touching. What do I get to make? Greeny yellow. So I push the green and the yellow and the yellow and the green and the yellow. Just a little bit, a little bridge world between the two, and I get to make lime, margarita color. I push the, let me get my hand out of the way so you can see. And I push the green and the yellow and the yellow and the green and the yellow. Oh, I made a new color. Yay! Clean my paintbrush pinch.
Yay.
Yay. We should celebrate more often our own personal accomplishments. Yay, I did that. I mean, this world is hard enough and nobody cheers for us, so we should cheer for ourselves. Okay, so what comes after yellow? Orange. It's like it's a backwards rainbow, that's why it's confusing. But I get an orange. Orange! And this stuff is not see-through at all. You're going to love it. So I just stab my orange. How come? Little paintbrush can only hold so much. Stab! Got orange. Okay. And how big is my piece? 1 fingerprint big. And I just have to get rid of my lines. So I land inside the tail. Smash! Sneak up. Stripe. It's like an 11. Whoop! And then fill it in. Blah, 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 blah. See, she has, it's like when they make the paint, they got that gel, and then they put the powder in. So when they go to make yellow, they put in a tiny bit of powder and stir it and go yellow. But when they're putting the orange, like, it's not changing orange. It's not changing orange. So they keep putting more and more powder in. So the orange is way better. It's like it has some more of the orange color powder in it. You know what I mean? Okay, now I clean my paintbrush, because who knows what happens next. Is that 3D right now? No, that is boring orange doing nothing, right? It's just looking at me. So I get a little poke of what I got. Who's already gotten better at how much white you get? I know. How many times did it take? Like 3 times, right? And then, and I just want to tell you, you see, if I go outside the lines and I don't like it, I don't really care. But if you don't like it, we have black paint. But listen, you cannot fix the edges of your painting, of your chameleon, until after it's dry. It'll just smear in the white paint and make gray everywhere and ruin everything, and the black will get in your paintbrush and make everything look gray. But at the end, I can show you. I touched up his tail right here, and see how it looks a little bit shinier right there? You see that shiny piece? I fixed it. But the black paint does have some shine in it, so you don't want to repaint everything because it's shiny and the background is not. Okay, so now I need white, so I go poke. Because I don't want you to all go, I'll fix it right now. No, don't fix it yet. We'll smooth the edges later. Okay, so everybody look, where's the light coming from? Above. Okay, so where would it be most white? Whoosh! Exactly. The top. And then I go less, less, less. Oh, it's turning to sherbet. Less, less. And then I'm running out of white, and then just orange by herself. Yep. And I let it have stripes like that and don't go back and smooth it. No, they represent scales. I give her permission to have that texture. Shape, color, and texture. Do I have to make it smooth? No, because you'll just mix your paints too much. Now I clean my paintbrush. Orange and yellow are touching. What do I get to do? New color where they're touching. So I get to push the orange and the yellow and the yellow and the orange like a little bridge world. So I go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like a little scribble. And I made baby orange or orangey yellow. I don't know. Love. And the next color is this magenta looking color. See, it goes with my shirt. Didn't I wear all the right colors today? Okay, so I'm gonna get magenta. Boom. Isn't she pretty? She's pink and purple mixed together, or red and purple mixed together, magenta. Right. So I just, how much paint? Who already knows? Stab. I know. No matter how much I get, it will just hold that much paint, right? And then, ooh, that means we get to mix orange and pink. That is going to be a good color. Okay, I got excited for a second. So it's a fingerprint big, so we're definitely rounding the top, right? And it's just like a curved 11. Land inside and go swipe, swipe. Protects my shape, right? Then fill it in. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, look how solid that color is. After dealing with see-through paint, I'm in love with this pink. No see-through at all. Kaboom! Maybe we'll just put the see-through paint extra thick and do it softest, right? I love the neon colors, but I did not expect them to be so rude and see-through. Now I'm going to clean my paintbrush so I can get white. And then, okay, how much white? Who already knows? You don't need my help? All right, you go. So poke. We just adjust how much paint we get. Oh, too much, too little. Who cares? And then where is it most bright? Most bright across the top. Super white. Practically pure white. White! I know. Then the next one will be baby pink instantly. Less, less, less. Running out. Now it's just pink by herself. And I'm completely out of white. Nice. Should I scribble them together? No. Because it will just make medium. And medium does not make me go ooh. Makes me go eh. Then I clean my paintbrush. Pitch. And then now I get to put orange in the pink and pink in the orange. Right? Love to make new colors. And I don't think the only time I've seen pink and orange together is in a missile pop. You guys seen that on a missile pop? Orange, yellow, and pink swirls. So now I'm going to push the pink and the orange and the pink. Oh, that is a good color. Ooh, pink has more pigment than orange. Look at that. Pink climbed all over my orange. It still made a new color, but dang, pink has way more powder in her gel. You know what I mean? She's like more powerful. She's aggressive on my orange. And then I clean my paintbrush. Pinch. Now I get to do purple. But it's the neon purple that I found. Right? The dumb see-through one. Oh, I have a glob in my lid. Oh, I think I have enough. Okay, so but don't use the lid one. She's too dark, right? We added a little bit of white to this. So I'm going to stab my purple. Neon purple. I don't know what else to call her. Stab! And then I get to go. You know how to, I don't even need to tell you anymore, right? Land in the middle. Smooth, swipe, swipe. Fill it in. And put it in thick. Why? Dumb see-through colors. And I have to do it super soft. Because it keeps trying to wipe itself back off. Get on there. Soft, soft. Okay, there, stay. I love that color. Super fun. Clean my paintbrush. Because even though I love it, is it 3D? No. Sabor. It's saboring. So I get my white. And then who's good with white? Are you adjusting? Right? Because as soon as we go to the bigger pieces, look at her tail. This much orange. How much white will we get for this big a piece? We'd have to get more white and still try to run out. What? I know. But we've mastered this size. We'll be able to master the bigger sizes. Right? So now I get a little piece of white. White. Whoop. A little poke. And then I put it very white across the top. Whoa! Super pure white. Because the light just hit her tail. And then I go, oh, how soft do we have to be? I don't want to scratch off the paint. Super soft. So I go less white, less white, less white. Running out of white, running out of white, running out of white. And then this is purple. Then we clean our paintbrush paint. And then what becomes after that purple color? Who thinks I'm going too fast? You need to go faster. What's my job? Watching the clock, right?
Yeah.
My clock is misbehaving. Where's my cell phone? My cell phone has better time. Yeah. Okay, so I go, oh, so after purple is blue again. We're doing a whole circle. Now I stab the blue. Stab. We already know how blue does, right? And I go, ooh. So I turn the corner. I'm blue. I'm blue. And I go, swipe, swipe, fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. Do we have to be as careful now? No, we know exactly what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Our brain is not confused. Now we've crossed over from what are we doing to easy. Stop talking, lady. Right? And we give it permission to do that because that's a brain. Ew! I just slimed myself by touching the napkin in the wrong place. Oh, I made a bunny rabbit. Are you jealous? When I clean my paintbrush, I made a bunny rabbit. Okay. Now I'm going to get, this blue turned the corner. I'm going to keep doing it on the side there. But look at the light source is becoming confused. So I get a little piece of white. And I go, all right. So where would the white be? I guess it's still over here. Super white. And then less white, less white. Oh, blue behaves so good. She does good. She's nice and thick, and she has lots of pigment. The powder. Okay, and I clean my paintbrush pinch. Now I get to put the purple in my blue and blue in my purple because two colors are touching. Favorite part. But just a little bit. Just a little bridge world. Right where the two colors are touching. It looks like tie-dye. Love it. Now I push that purple and the blue and the blue and the purple. Oh, look at that color. Oh, there has to be a butterfly that color. Purpley blue. Right? Oh, I'm not holding it high enough. Purpley blue. Love my new color that I made. And then what comes after blue? You already know. Green.
Yeah, green.
Green. It's a backwards rainbow, so it's harder. Stab the green. Stab. Am I going too fast or are you going too slow? Just paint like you don't care. Be a kindergartner. Whee! Right? And I go, okay. So I land inside the line. Swipe. Green. Green. Oh, we turned the corner. We did a whole loop. Smash. Oh, green is see-through. Okay. Okay. All right, green. All right for you. I have to put it on thicker and softer. Ugh. Okay. I did it. Using the tip of your paintbrush with the see-through colors is very annoying. You have to like tilt your paintbrush and paint with the side of it like this. Right? Soft. She goes, the tip is so hard like that. This needs to be their screensaver face. Look. That needs to be my screensaver. Okay. Now I clean my, that means, no, my avatar. That's my avatar picture now. Okay. Now I clean my paintbrush. And I get, how much white? Oh, I'm not talking about it. You already know. And then the light's coming from the side. Whoosh, super white. Less white, less white. And I'm doing it very soft because I worry. Whoa, look how much white I put. I put too much. What do I do when I put too much white? I can't lick it off and get it off. Can I put more green and ask it to go away? I'm going to get green. Everybody watch, because this is how you fix it every time. Oh, no, I got too much white. I got too much white. Watch. So I'm going to put the green on the dark side. I'm going to push white backwards. Way too, I don't know what I did. That was way too much white. But I go green, green, push the white away, away. Okay, now it's 3D'ing. Okay, okay. I put so much white, I painted over all the green with white. So now I have to put green back by going, okay, green, then less green, push it up, up, up to the, okay. That makes more sense. But what happens when we make mistakes? Should we give up and go home? No. We just adjust and do better. We are on Earth, and Earth is very tricky because you can only learn by doing here. So when the teacher shows you math, is that learning math? No. When do you actually learn the math? When you do it, right? So you're like, oh, teacher's talking, and you're going, what? What is she saying? And then you get your worksheet, and you're like, oh, okay, I got it, right? So you're like, I don't know what she's saying. Of course not. You haven't done it yet. Okay. Oh, blue and green are touching. Now I get to push the blue and the green and the green and the blue. I'm making turquoise. Push it. Oh, just a little bit. I made turquoise. Oh, what? It's my favorite. Okay. Now you know what this means. I told you when we finish the tail, what is that? We know how to do the entire painting. But now we're just going to do it in bigger pieces. Does that make sense? Like, we had to do it all tiny and little and slow because we were learning. Now we can use a bigger paintbrush and get more paint and do bigger pieces. And it was just like, oh, but it makes sense now. I'm so glad I went slow for the teeny tiny tip of the tail. But now I can be like all aggressive with my paint. Now let's do the feet. Look at my feet. I start with yellow. It goes yellow, then orange, then pink, right? It's the same, okay? But what if we do both feet at the same time? Otherwise it will take too long. And we'll have to clean our paintbrush. So I go yellow toes, and then put white on them. Then orange ankle, orange wrist. And it's still one fingerprint big, right? Like that. So I go, oh, you mean just what we did on the itty bitty tail? Yeah, but can we go faster? We already know how, right? So it's just like decorate, smushy, smushy, painty, painty. So I'm going to go, okay. Oh, and I have to do my toes. What shape are the toes? A little V. So what if you got some brown paint on your toes? It's just a V. So I'm still with my little blue paintbrush, and I stab my yellow. Stab. And then I'm going to do both feet at the same time. It'll go faster. Yellow, orange, green, right? So don't forget. And then each foot would like their own stab of paint, though. You'll run out of paint and then try to do this one. It'll be invisible-er. So I go, okay, it's a V. Oh, see-through. I already need more paint. Okay, that's irritating. So I go, okay, V. Okay, I did the feet. And then get more yellow for the other feet. And then just little V's right on top of the brown. Get out of my way, brown. V. Because now the foot's on top of the stick. I can make it a little bigger, I guess. There. Oh, okay. And then I just get more yellow and stab the yellow and fill it in. Stab the yellow. Scribbly, blah, blah, blah. Oh, she's see-through. Let me do it softer, right? Crazy yellow. Stab my yellow, stab. And then smear. And then, where's the light coming? I can see black showing through it, but who's going to save us? White, because white's opaque, right? Hey, who's behind? Start doing those toes. No dilly-dally. Who's watching the clock for you? Me. I get in a little panic and I get all bossy because I'm watching the clock. I'm like, ooh. Okay. Now I need white. So I get a little piece of white. And where is it going to be most bright? On the top of her feet. So watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Even if you're busy, watch. It's the top, very white. And then less white. Look how it filled it in, and now it's not so see-through. White's very helpful. Now I can do the other toe. Another poke of white for the other foot. And she gets very white, not very white, running out. Okay. Oh, let me go back. I scratched the paint really hard right there, and I wiped it off. Dumb. Ooh. Okay, fixed it. I use the tip of my paintbrush. And see, I paint all the time, and I catch myself, and I'm like, oh, the tip of the paintbrush did the thing again. You have to fill the hole. I scratched it. Okay, now, and then no dilly-dally, what would come after yellow? Yellow. Even after you put the white on there?
Orange.
Somebody's a smarty pants. Okay, so I get my orange step. So orange is going to be the wrist, but on the big foot, it's the thumb and the ankle, right? So I go, oh, that means I'm going to have to draw a little bit. Look at that's like a weird shape. We haven't done this shape yet, but you could do it. So it's like the front of his foot a little bit, right? And then his hits his ankle. Okay. Like that. And then the other side is what? Get more orange. Every time you change feet, you have to get more because running out looks invisible. And then her wrist. Okay. Yep. And what are they? A fingerprint big? Yeah, it's the same. Then after I outline it, how easy is it to fill in? Like you don't even care when you fill it in. You know why? Because we actually decorate it again with white. You just go blah, 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 fill it in. And then you go soft with the white and fixie. Oh, orange, let me show you. Everybody pause and look up. Orange is the little foot, right? With the toe and the wrist. Toe and the wrist. Okay. And then I stab my orange to fill it in. Stab! And I go, fill it in orange. Okay, whatever. Nobody cares because I'm going to fix it with white. Oh, I forgot to get the other foot. Did not have her own poke of orange. That's why she's see-through. Okay, there. Then clean my paintbrush. And where's the light coming from? The top. Uh-oh. But that's not true for the foot. Everybody pause and look. For the foot, can we just put the white in the front, 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 in the front? But then for his arm, put it on the top, on the top, on the top, but then the front, the front, the front. Does that make sense? Like we're chasing the same side. Okay. So I get me my white. Where's my white? I need to move my white because it keeps putting it behind me like a silly. Okay. So it's very white in the front. Boom! Right? And then I push it back. It's very white. It's turning sherbet, invisible. Look how good that white helps my orange not be see-through. I know. White is very helpful. And then a little tiny poke of white for the other top of her wrist. Whoosh! Very white. And then I push it, scrap, push it down, and last, all gone. But who's more bossy? Yellow or orange? It's orange. So watch out for that orange climbing all over your yellow. If you're not careful, the orange will just go blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll show you closer like this. Right? Now I gotta clean my paintbrush and go push my orange and my yellow and yellow my orange and my yellow. Oh, look at that baby yellow. Oh, orange. Calm down, orange. You're climbing all over my yellow just because yellow is delicate. You behave. Behave, orange. And what comes after orange? Are you chasing me? You should be chasing me. Am I at least one step ahead of you? So I'm making you dun, 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 dun. You're chasing me? Because if we were right at the same spot, then we would run out of time. So you're like chasing me. You're like, what did she say? What are we doing? Chase. Like that. Okay, after orange is, I forget, pink. Magenta. Like I'm wearing magenta. This one. The pink one. Like my shirt, right? And so it's the, her forearm and her calf, right? So I go, oh, okay, oh, and it's on top of the stick. Get out of my way, stick. Leg is on top. And then, boom, right? Forearm and the little calf. And then I get more paint to fill it in. And it's just a simple little scribble. And then, because I don't care how I fill it in, except for going outside the lines. I always outline it first. How come? It's how you don't go outside the lines, and you could trust yourself. Once you put an outline, you won't leave. So we outline first, then fill it in. And now I get to get my white, and I clean my paintbrush. Pinch. And get a little pearl of white. Boop. Uh-oh, look what I did. Oh, that was way too much white. I wasn't being careful. I gotta get some off. That would have made a mess. Okay, I fixed it. I pushed really hard. Okay. So the front of her foot is going to be very white. And then less, running out. And it disappeared. It became dark purple. Yeah. Now I get her own little tiny poke of white. I'm being aggressive, so I got to remind myself. So the top of her leg, very white. Now I'm going to push it down. Less white. Right now. But now I get to put magenta in my orange and make a new color. Clean my paintbrush pinch. And why do we clean our paintbrush before we make a new color? It's because there's still a whole bunch of paint on your paintbrush and it would have just painted all over it. No, a clean paintbrush mixes two colors together really good. Because you're not adding any paint, you're just scribbling them together, right? So now I get to put my pink in my orange and orange in my pink. This is one of my fave colors. Oh, scribbly. I push the orange and the pink and the pink and the orange and the pink and the pink and the orange. New color. After pink is that purpley color. Purpley, I don't know what to call her. I don't have a name for neon purple. Stop! So purple is going to be her elbow and her knee. Okay, what? So everybody pause and look up so I can draw it for you. Oh, the knee. Oh, okay. The whole knee part and the whole elbow part. Oh. It turns the corner. But once I do my outline, scribbly, right? So now I can get it, step. Now I can go, the whole knee part is purpley. I put it on gently and softly, because you know she'll scratch. It's one of those neon colors. We love her, but hate her. We love her because she's beautiful, and we hate her because she's so hard to work with, like a star. Okay, then we clean our paintbrush. And a little bit of white. Whoop. Do you think that's the right amount? Who's getting good at your white? Yeah? So I'm not trusting myself now that I accidentally got too much. Okay. So it's the front of the knees, very white. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm on Katie's account right now, but I'm actually Joe. My computer died and the charger.
I'm making the YouTube video, so you'll still be able to make this. Okay? Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't, this is 2021 and we're just lucky we all made it alive, right? It's like, whatever, things don't matter like that. But
okay.
We'll fix it. We'll adjust. We don't get mad. We just, whatever. So I'll send that to teacher and it'll be on your Google Classroom and you just link on it and you watch it whenever you want. There. Some people took college classes and their internet would go out. How do you miss the college class and then you're like responsible for the information? You're just like, but I wasn't there. That would freak me out. College classes are harder, you know? Okay, now I'm going to put the purple in the pink and the pink in the purple. This has to be a butterfly somewhere. No, a tropical bird. This purpley pink. Love it. Who's beating me? Did you get past the elbow yet? I know, right? Okay, good job. Okay, now after purple is blue. So blue on the arm is a tiny little blue piece so that green can be at the top, but the leg is like a huge piece of leg. I don't know. Okay, watch. So I get my blue. Where's blue? Blue comes next. And I go, oh, half of the leg is like a blue, right? It's still finger break, but look at this. Humongous piece. It's because their leg is fat. That's where they jump. This bit. Aren't your back legs bigger than your arms for jumping? So I go, okay, and where's my blue foot? Oh, then this piece of blue is just half of the arm. Blah, 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 blah. Scribble, scribble, scribble to fill it in. Blah, blah, blah. There. And I clean my paintbrush. I wish I had crazy glue for my paintbrush because it keeps coming apart. So make me mad. Okay, now I get my, and I'll need a little bit more white. Question? Do you have a question? Or no? I get my little bit of white, more white, because this is a bigger piece. I'm just saying, because the leg is bigger. So I go, oh, the top of his leg is super bright. But I'm not going to paint it up and down. You know why? I can't control up and down, but I can control side to side really good, right? So I go, oh, scribbly, 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 blue. And then the arm is the front of the arm. Whoosh, right? Oh, way too white. But then I push it backwards, up, down, up, down, up. Push, 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 right now. My paintbrush pinch. Now purple and blue are touching. New color. Now I'm going to push my blue and my purple and my blue and blue and my purple. Oh, like a tie-dye blendy mixy thing. Super, super, super cool. And I just scribble them together like I don't even care. Because that's my interesting texture in this painting. It's a theme. I don't even care. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Okay, everybody look at your tail. Look at the colors, how they changed. Are your tail colors brighter? And you see the little pieces of black and how interesting they are? And they peek through. It makes texture. Let me hold it up better. I wasn't holding it up good. Look, neato. Okay, last part, green. Okay, everybody pause and look up. I want to show you. Look, don't look away. Everybody's pause. Okay, this is her leg right here, right? Everybody stop. Stop what you're doing and watch what I'm doing. There's the top of her leg. Wait, then cut it straight down so that the tail looks straight. So this is the weird piece of green. Do you see it? The tail's the same thickness. So that means, what? It looks like a piece of pie. I know. The shape just changed on us. Does that make sense? Because there's her tail. So I'm just painting the leg green. Okay? So now, get green like you don't care. Scribbly, 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 scribbly. Because I decorate it with white. And I just go back over it soft, 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 soft. Because I'm using it there. And then her shoulder. Woo! Okay? I get to make turquoise. I get to make turquoise. Clean my paintbrush pinch. Try to go fast. I'm watching the clock. And then, where's the white? Same spot, right in the front. Okay. Oh, I did it again. Too much white. Calm down. Jeez Louise. Get off of there. Okay, then the front of his arm is very white. And then push it back, 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 back. And then I get to put the blue and the green. Oh, clean my paintbrush first. And I put the blue and the green and the green and the blue and I get to make turquoise. Yay. And then the top of his leg is the brightest over here. Whoosh! And push it down, 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 side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side. Like a windshield wiper. And then I clean my paintbrush and push the blue and the green and the green and the blue and the blue and the green. Aren't we doing good? And remember, any tiny little oopsie where we went and saw the lines, we could be like, get a little bit of black at the end when the painting's over and touchy touchy. So I went outside the line right there. We'll fix it at the end. Put a little back on it, but not right now. We don't want it in our paintbrush and make gray. Okay. Hurry, hurry with your green leg. Oh, I like that you caught up with me. Hurry, hurry, go fast. Good job if you caught up with me. You're going fast, 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 fast. You have to have less care. Did you feel that? When you're just going, whatever, scribble, and then you stare at it and it's still coming out good? How come? Because you can trust yourself now. You've done it this many times and you're doing it right. So stop being so like, oh my God, so careful. Oh, it comes out good no matter what. Trust yourself. Right? Clean my... Good job. Okay. Done? The leg. Oh, hurry, hurry. Okay, because now I get to do his eyeball. Let me show you his eyeball. His eyeball goes purple, magenta, orange, black fingerprint. Boop. Look at how it's the exact size of my fingerprint. Boop. So it makes it way easier because we're no good at circles. So we're going to try to draw the circle, but it's going to come out terrible. You know why? Because humans can't draw circles because we're human. But we can draw rainbows and smiles really good. You know why? Those are two motions of our hand we've practiced since kindergarten when we make letters. But when you make a circle, you go, whoops, I ruined it. Whoops, I ruined it. You can't make a circle, but you can make a rainbow and a smile. You ready? So I'm going to need my purple color. Where'd she go? There she is. I found it. And I just want to get rid of the Sharpie on the outside of his eye. Like, bye. It's literally one paintbrush big. So I stab it. And are we going to make a circle? Rainbow. And then get more paint. Smile. So I stab it. Watch me. I go, okay. Bye, Sharpie. Rainbow. Okay, that was not enough paint. See? There. Try it again. Rainbow, nice and thick. Okay, it's one paintbrush thick. And look how waggly that is. I don't care. I don't care. I'm human, and I can't help but have a little waggly in my hand. And then I go, smile. Smile. Okay, all right for you. I did it. And I don't have to decorate that or nothing. It's just a circle. Okay, now we're going to fill it into the next Sharpie with the magenta pink color. And that's super fun. But what if the purple and the magenta mix? So gorgeous. I don't care. So I stab, where's my pink at? This one, the pretty one, this one, like my shirt. I go, stab. Okay. Should I try to make a circle? No. Make a bunch of rainbows, then make a bunch of smiles. If you go like this, it tends to go outside the line. Humans. So it's like, whatever. So I go, rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. See? I can do that. And then I can go, smile, smile, smile. And I can control that. All the way up to the next Sharpie. And if it mixes with your purple, we don't care. Because it's pretty. Did we do good? It worked, right? And then inside that hole, you know what we put in there? Clean my paintbrush. I'm put orange. Look, every time we go get new paint, don't we just wipe it off with a paper towel? Do you know why that's working? Let me show you my color wheel real fast. Everybody pause, look. We are going in rainbow order. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. We're going around. So this color can't hurt this color. This color can't hurt this color. No, right, we can go like this. It's when you go across. What is red and green mixed together? An ugly brown. What is orange and blue mixed together? Ugly brown. What is purple and yellow mixed together? Ugly brown. But we're going in rainbow order. So we are not going to make any of those ugly poo-poo colors, okay? So we're like, oh, it didn't hurt, didn't do nothing. No, we can just use a paper towel. We don't have to wash nothing. And then question, go ahead. Your hand is raised, I see it.
Do we need to put white around the eye of the color?
Nope, it's shadowy. Now orange, stab the orange, put it inside her eyeball. Okay, I can't make a circle. So what do? I land inside. and go, rainbow, smile, okay, woo, and then I can spin in the middle. But I try to stay inside the lines. Once I outline it, rainbow, smile, now I can spin. I could trust myself to do that. Orange in his eyeball. I'll show you. Look. This is what we're making. Purple, magenta, orange. See, there's no white in it. And it looks very bright. And then I clean my paintbrush. Peach. But now we need to put his eyeball in there. But he's a chameleon. Look at my eye, right? So I look at it and I go, oh, I got a little shiny bit right there. But I got the black circle in my eye and a little white dot in my eye. Where's the white dot from? The light source in the room. So we're going to put a black fingerprint on the corner of his eye, because they have those eyes that can look everywhere, right? So we're going to put it in the back corner of the orange, and then use our stick of our blue paintbrush and put that little white dot. Okay, so where's your black at? Here she is. I found it. And I just need one fingerprint of it. Look, it's a perfect circle, right? But where does it go at? In the middle of the orange? No, that's not funny. We want her to look like she's looking at us crazy. So I get my black. Look, I'm going to put it in the back corner of my orange. Watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Because even if you're busy, I want you to see me do this. So I put it, there's my orange. I put it in the back corner of the orange. Oh, he's funny. Now he's looking. I make a little swirl. There. Oh. Now, see, he looks more cartoony and funny because I didn't put it in the middle. I put it in this far corner, and now he looks crazy. Uh-oh, there's paint on my finger. Should I lick it off? No. Just use a napkin, you weirdo. Who's trying to eat paint? But okay, now where's your little blue paintbrush? I want to put that tiny speck of white that's in my eye. Everything on this planet has wet, round eyes. That's the design of Earth. So I just get one little speck of white. So I'm going to use my stick. Just my stick, not my paintbrush. What will my paintbrush do? Blech. No. I'm going to use my stick. So how much white is that? A tiny. I'm going to touch the side where there's less paint. Tiny speck. And then I'm going to touch the corner of the eye, up in the tip top corner of the black. Oh, little piece of white. Aww. Now he's alive, because everything on this planet has wet, round eyes, and anything that's wet and shiny has a little white dot from any kind of a light source, right? So there's my eye. Isn't that fun? I have to smooth my horn. I messed it up. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put our spikes. Can you find your yellow paintbrush? She's all dry. Can we just rub it on our hand like this and wake it up? Blah, 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 blah. It just softens it again. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Because we need our spikes. But our spikes, everybody look, they're pink and orange. But I'm going to go, do I scribble them together? No, I'm going to show you on a paper plate. Watch this. So if I get pink, I want to show you how to do it, right? So I land and they push backwards a little bit. They go flick, like they're pointing that way off the page. Over. Look at the corner. It's going point, 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 not up, right? So I go flick. Oh, now watch me ruin it. I'm going to land and push it down. Now what shape is it? If I go up and down, I get a box. Let me do it on the back where that yellow isn't distracting. So this is what I want. Everybody pause and look up. Land, flick. Ooh, it's pointy. But watch me ruin it. Up, down, up, down, up. I just made a square. So I go land, flick, land, flick, land, flick, land, flick. Oh, they're supposed to be touching. Touching, 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 touching. Oh, okay. Now let's do it on there. So we'll get it sopping wet with pink ones, then we'll decorate them. Okay? So I stab my pink, stab! Get a whole bunch of pink. A whole bunch. And I'm going to This little dotted line just means go higher than that, and I don't want to see that silver line either. So we come, but this straight line is her back. So everybody watch. I land on her back and go flick. But which way is it pointing? It's pointing at this corner, right? Then I land and flick. Oh. Then I land and flick. Uh-oh, I missed. They're not touching. Let me put one more in between. Okay. Okay, and then more paint. I need lots of paint so it's nice and thick. So I land and push, I land and push, and land and flick. Should we go back and push it back down? No, it'll become a square. You can only flick up, flick, and then they're pointy, right? Land, flick, land, flick, land, flick. Do we care how long these are? No, I never met your lizard. I don't know how long hers are. They could be whatever. I don't know her. She don't know me. Okay. Flick, 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 flick. Oh, I made pink ones. But that's not 3D, and I don't love it. We're going to have to decorate this. Because that is Snorbor. Do you have little spiky tops? I know, right? But is it better with lots of paint or a little bit of paint? Lots of paint's thick and it makes a nice point on the end. When I don't use enough paint, it makes like this dry top to it that I don't like. It's like fuzzy. Okay, now we get to decorate it. So everybody pause and look up, even if you're busy. Just watch me do it. So, oh, I gotta clean my paintbrush. What am I doing? Because I'm gonna go get orange and I don't want pink on there. Let me open my napkin bigger. See if I find more spots. Oh, there's a spot in the middle. Okay. Now I'm going to get orange. Stab my orange. I just put globs of orange. Watch this. I'm just going to drop them off. So everybody pause and look up. Look. Bleh, 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 bleh. We're going to streak those in there. We're going to put a little action. We're going to go fleek. I just drop it off. And then I clean my paintbrush again. Now I'm going to get white. And I just need some white. And whenever I run out, I just get more. But I can't get a stab of white or I'll make them too white, right? So everybody pause and look up, right? So watch me. Even if you're busy, look at me. Push pause. Stop painting. Okay. Look. You're not looking. Stop painting. I know I was talking to you. Okay. So watch. I got white on there. I'm going to go whoosh, whoosh. Oh, should I go back and touch that more? No, I love that. Look at the different color versions I'm getting. I hit pink, then I hit orange, then I hit pink, then I hit orange, and I just like, that's just a little bit of white, makes them sparkle, and they look weird and have lots of texture and color difference. So I put the little orange globules on there, and then just a little bit of white, because I don't want them to turn pure white. And then I go, ooh, orange and pink is an awesome color. And on some parts of pink, some parts are orange, and some parts of white. But what if I scribble it together? Boring. Look what we did. Okay, we're going to go over by like 10 minutes. Just FYI. Okay, so now we need to do the rest of do we know how to do everything now? Yes, look. Now we're going to go back to doing tail. Look at our painting. Look what it's going to look like done. But we got to here. But now our pieces get to be this big. Do you think this will be faster? It's going to be, like 4 fingers big. Huge. Green piece, yellow piece, orange piece, pink piece. Like this. And then when we do her back, they're not little, these are like squares, right? We're not going to do a square. We're going to be a long tube. And it goes from the back to the tummy, from the back to the tummy, like this. But they get to be bigger. So when we're doing the tail, it's up and down. But when we get to her back, it's side to side and we push the paint down, right? So it's side to side like a windshield wiper. You guys ready? Now we're going to go way faster. So don't be mad. You already know how to do this. Stab your paint, get paint, but it has to be 3 fingers big. 4 fingers big is what I said. Okay, so what comes after green? Yellow! Okay, So stab your yellow. Stab. Oh, look how much paint this one holds. Remember we did everything with the tiny paintbrush? We have to learn a new paintbrush. She holds way more paint and she's going to be way thicker. You're going to have to learn a new paintbrush. Watch. So I go, oh, I got to outline this tail. I'm going to ruin it. No, you won't. What's the rule? I just land inside the tail and sneak up and go whoosh. Whoops. I missed the Sharpie. Okay, whoosh. Then the others, oh, not enough paint. Look at that. This piece is so big, I have to get paint twice. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. See how big that is? We're going to go fast. It's 4 fingers big. Don't be skimpy or you'll get behind. So, look at, I'm clearly at the bottom of the tail. And then I go, oh, look how yellow that is. And I want a new paper towel now. That paper towel is ugly. Okay. When I clean my paintbrush, how much white am I going to need? I have to learn a new paintbrush. And it's a way bigger piece. So you're going to have to guess. There's no way to actually know. We just go, oh, some? Right? Tip of the paintbrush? I don't know. But it's clearly bigger than before. So, I don't know. This big? Right? Oh. So it's going to be very white across the top. Hello. Very white. Then not very. Oh, and I'm definitely using the side of my paintbrush more than the tip of my paintbrush. Do you see how sharp this paintbrush is? So I'm look how I'm holding my paintbrush almost flat against the painting. And I go whoosh, whoosh, and kind of peanut butter it on. There. So it's very white, not very white. Right now. Look how fast that was. We went way, because we're doing 4 fingers at a time. It's a way bigger piece. Okay, and then we got to mix yellow and green. Uh-oh, green is dry. What do we do? Nothing. Just scribble it anyway. No one will notice. Just go blah, 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 whatever. Nobody cares. Okay, what comes after yellow? Wasn't that easier doing it bigger and thicker because you already know how and you're just like, oh, yeah. Okay, so now I get orange. Now we're going to go fast. How come? Because are we frustrated and confused? Do we understand it or is it easy? It's easy. Just fill it in. So I stab my orange, stab. And then how big is it? 4 fingers. We're going to come around the corner. But I land I want to save my shape. So I land inside her tail. And then sneak up and do my nice smooth swipe. And then swipe. Oh, I missed. Swipe. Okay. And then fill it in. And it's side to side to fill it in. Not up and down. You can't go up and down because you'll fall out of the bottom. So you go wee, woo, wee, woo, wee, like that. And then clean our paintbrush pinch. I'm just holding my paper towel now because I'm just going paint. And then get a little pearl. Who thought they got the right amount of white for the yellow? Good job, right? How did you guess that? That's how much skill you've earned so far. So here's the glob of little white. So the top of the orange is going to be very white. Whoa. Okay. And then less white. Ran out. Whoosh. Then I clean my paintbrush pinch. Now I get to put the yellow and the orange and the orange and the yellow and make a new color and make a bridge. And I could be a little bigger this time because my colors are bigger. So I push the orange and the yellow and the yellow and the orange. Oh, pretty. I get to be more like big because my colors are big. And then what comes after orange? Pink, the pink one. The one I'm wearing, the hot pink. Kaboom! Right? And stab! Get a whole bunch of paint. Right? Because it's just, that's all the paint it can hold. You don't have to be scared. And then now we're going to come up towards the stick. Look at this. Whoosh. Uh-oh. What happens when I get to the stick? You paint on top of the stick. The tail's on top of the stick. Right? So how big is this piece? 4 fingers. It's a big piece. It's a big piece. And then now I can fill it in. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Fill it in, fill it in. Why did we have to change to up and down? Because we have to stay parallel. So it's all like the stick. All the lines are going in the same direction. right? Like the stick. And then I clean my paintbrush. And then how do we fill it in? All careful? No. Because we decorate it with white. Clean my paintbrush, pinch. And can you guess how much white to get? I'm guessing. I don't know, a little pearl in the end. Blue. I don't know. And where is the light still coming from the top? Right here. So I go, very white. And then less white. Now it's baby pink. So cute. Less. And now it's just pink by herself. And she didn't get no white. Good. Because that's dark. If I run out of white, that's excellent. Because now I have a dark spot. Dark pink with no white in it. Okay, now I get to clean my paintbrush and push my pink and my orange and my orange and my pink. Love. I like this color. Good color. Okay, now I'm going to go, I'm going to go higher. So I'm on the stick, and make sure your stick stays the same width, which means you might have to be on top of the stick, right? What comes after pink? That purple one, neon purple, who doesn't have a name. So stab, and then how big is it? Four fingers. That is all the way up to the leg already. Look how fast. So I just go swipe. Oh, it's see-through. I forgot. I need more paint. Put it on thicker. Okay. Done paint. Okay. Swish. Put up, down, up, down, up, down. And I do it softly so don't scratch the paint back off. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So they're all going the same direction. Oh, but look. Okay, weird. Pink is straight up and down. Purple is straight up and down. So which way is the light going? I don't know. Let's put it on the back. You know how her back is going to be all white the whole time? Look, let's switch right here. White on the top, on the top, on the top. So that means we should switch to the back of her tail now. Okay, so I'm going to get the white. Get a pearl of white. Who feels confident right now? I know you're doing so good. Okay, look. So I go, look at mine. Everybody pause. Oh, it's on the back because it's going to be on her back the whole time now. Very white, up and down, up and down, up and down, running out of white, running out of white, running out of white, all gone. So good. Now I get to put pink and purple, right? New color. I push the pink at the purple. Tie-dye. Push, pull, scrub, a little bridge world. Blah, 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 blah. Love that color. What comes after purple?
Blue.
Oh! You're right. Blue, stab my paint. How come? Because paint's going all blue. And I go, oh, this is probably going to be on top of her leg. So, tails are on top of legs. So I go, how big? 4 fingers. Right? Let's just do the whole leg. Why not? Okay, whoop, the whole leg. But now I definitely need more paint. That's not going to be enough paint. This is a huge piece. So I just go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. How come we have to go up and down? So that they're all attached to like the stick was. And I clean my paintbrush, pinch. And how much white? Who's getting really good? I know. So I get white, whoop. We're highlighting. And then it goes on her back. So it's very white on her back. And then I go less and less and less and less and less. And I'm running out and I'm running out. And I don't care about the texture. And I ran out. So it went bright all the way to no white at all, which must be dark. Cool. And we might finish on a different color on our face because depending on how big our pieces of color are, everyone kind of finishes on a different color on their nose. I'm just warning you in advance. Okay, now I get to put the blue and the purple and the purple and the blue. Love that color. Look at that color. I want that color as a shirt. Love, 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 love. And I got to make piece of it that time. Because both of my colors are so big, I got to make a very big purpley blue. Love, 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 love. Okay, what comes after blue? Green.
Green.
Oh, I beat you. Okay, so wait, though. We're going on to the back. So let me show you. This one's going to be weird because they're like 3 fingers big, right? But they're pieces of on her back. So it's a weird shape because it's going to attach to her back to her leg. And we're going to go side to side still. It's weird. So everybody watch. I stab my green. And I go, what? So the back, right? Uh-oh. The same color as the leg. And I go, ah! I missed the paint. I landed it and missed. Okay. This is going to make turquoise. Okay. And then clean my paintbrush so I can get white. And then I put it on her back and I'm going to end at her leg. But it's still side to side. Up, down, 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 down, run out. Clean our paintbrush, pinch. And now I get to make turquoise. I get to push the green and the blue and the blue and the green, the green and the blue and blue and the green. Look at! I have to get really soft. And using the side of my paintbrush, because you know the tip of the paintbrush is very scratchy. But look at that. Even when I scratch it like that, that is an interesting tie-dye texture. So I don't even care. And then what comes after green?
Yellow.
Oh, yellow. It's a backwards. We already did blue. It's a backwards rainbow, which is why it's confusing. Watch. Everybody pause. Look up. Oh my God. I have to touch my spikes. Why? Because her back is on top of the spikes. So I cut off the bottom of my spikes with my yellow. And there's my leg. And how big is it? 3 fingers big. Okay, now I turn the corner. Everybody look. Don't look away. Everybody look. I have to go side to side, side to side. Why? To keep these all going in the same direction, by the time we get to the tummy, it's side to side. It's different. I know it's awkward. You can't go up and down like before. You have to go side to side. Scribbly, scribbly. And then where's the brightest? On her back. And I had cut off the bottom of my spikes with my back, right? And then get a scoop of white, scoop. And then you know I'm going to run out by the time I get to her tummy. So her tummy should be in the shadow. So her back is very white. And then I'm going to go push it. Watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Everybody look up. Don't paint. Stop. Look. I'm going to go side to side, push it down, 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 down. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. I ran out of white. Very bright. And I'm doing it very soft. So I'm also smoothing my paint at the same time. And I give it permission to run out. Don't get more. We're trying to run out of white paint by the time we get to her tummy. It's shadowy. And I clean my paintbrush. And now I get to push green and the yellow and the green. 2 colors are touching. Never forget to mix a color. It's the best part. Woo! And after yellow, orange. Stab. Okay, 2 fingers, 3 fingers big. Whoosh. Uh-oh. This is also her tummy. Tummy and knee. Right? Okay. Right? But now I have to go side to side. Trickier, trickier. To keep the texture going. Side to side. And it's a big piece. And I have to stop and get paint. As soon as it's dry, I don't wait. I just get more paint. Stab. All the way to her tummy. And I'm using the tip of my paintbrush. Who's really good at using the side of your paintbrush already? Look how fast you learn that. Because the tip's too sketchy. The side is smooth and buttery. So I clean my paintbrush so I can get white and get a scoop. And it's very bright on her back. And I cut off the bottom of the spikes, bottom of the spikes. I don't want to look at you anymore. Get out of here. And I go, oh, no. That wasn't enough white. Look, it didn't even turn white. Uh-oh, bigger scoop. I have to adjust. That wasn't enough. More. Okay, very white. And then push it down, 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 down. Running out, running out, running out, running out, running out. Now it's just orange. But I'm not going to stop because if I drop off a speck of white, it helps her not be so see-through. A little bit of white still in my paintbrush. Look at how she's not a see-through. Just a tiny bit of white helps our colors. Now we get to sew the two colors together. Orange and yellow are touching. I clean my paintbrush. With no paint on my paintbrush, I get to push them together. I push the orange and the yellow and the yellow and the orange and the orange and the yellow and the yellow and the orange and the yellow. Oh, my orange is more powerful than my yellow. Stop it, orange. Stop it. She's climbing all over my yellow. My yellow's so see-through. Stop it, orange. Okay, now it comes after orange. Pink. So I stab my pink. Get a lot. Okay, now I get to cut off the bottom of her spikes. Whoop. And it's 3 fingers every time. And then, oh. Okay, wait. This means the piece, when it gets to her tummy, is part of her arm in her tummy. Look at, that's awkward. And why do I outline the arm? Because you know I won't paint in it if I outline it. Because that's what my brain does. Who's in a different color and a different spot than me? So, just keep going. It doesn't matter. You're going at your speed. Now I go side to side. Uh-oh, ran out. More pink. Uh-oh, slow down because of my arm. I don't want to hurt my arm. I outlined my arm to make sure. Okay. Okay, I don't want to hurt my arm. Okay, there, I did it. Okay. Then clean my paintbrush. I'm beating you and you're jealous. So there, okay, so I get white. Oh yeah, and don't I need more white? That last one, totally, I got a scoop and it wasn't enough. So I'm just gonna adjust and get a bigger scoop of white. Because I want it to make it all the way, at least to halfway to her tummy, you know? And so I go, okay, so it's be very white. Look at her back, is right on top of them spikes. And then I push it down, side to side, windshield wiper, side to side, I'm running out, I'm running out, I'm running out, I'm running out, I'm running out. And I don't care about the texture because it looks really wicked good. Boom! It's like our spikes. We like the texture. The texture is fun. No going back and making it smooth. I like the color of the texture and the dark, medium, light colors that I make. Now I get to put the orange in the pink and pink in the orange. Oh, that's a good color. That looks like ice cream. Sherbet ice cream. Look how tie-dye my texture is too. And then what happens after pink? That purpley color.
Purple.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it. I should look it up. You know who makes the best names of colors? Crayons. The best names ever. Somebody is a professional name maker for colors. Don't forget to add white every time. Is it 3D if there's no white? No. Okay, now I go, oh, everybody pause and look up. If it's 3 fingers, it's going into the crown. Right? So just cut off those spikes. So it's the crown. I'm doing 3 fingers, so, oh, and the arm. Right? 3 fingers all the way down. Yeah. Oh, and we're going to paint over the smile. Look at my painting. And look at the original, everybody. What's the smile actually made out of? Little white dots. So I put the smile on there so he didn't look mean. But we're going to paint over the smile. Okay. So okay, now where's my purple? I'm going to use a lot because She's see-through and irritating. So I'm going to get a big scoop of it. You irritating color. And I go side of my paintbrush, butter it on instead of the tip, scribbly side to side. Oh, that was way better. Look at the huge scoop of, that worked really good. I'm glad I did that. Okay. Oh, and it's not touching. Let me get closer to my arm. Okay. I didn't want that black line. I wanted them to touch. Okay. Now I get some white. Who's beating me right now? Did you go ahead? You can go ahead if you want to. If you think you just go. Okay, now I just get white. Kaboom! Super white, and I'm going to push it down, 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 down. All my lines are touching, and I run out of paint. Kaboom, done. Who's finding this incredibly easy, almost boring? I know. Look at you are like, what is this lady talking about? And now you're like, all day, it's boring. I can do this. So dumb. You have such a good brain for learning. Like your brain, as soon as your brain does something, you're like, I got it. Now I get to put the purple and the pink and the pink and the purple, but you have to give permission for the frustrating part. Remember what comes first. You have to be frustrated and confused first. Too bad. If you don't like being frustrated and confused, you should have picked a different planet. This is a hard planet. You have to learn by doing here. So, too bad. Okay, now, blue. Oh, and I want to tell you this. Whatever color you end up above the eye is her little rainbow eyelid. Everybody look. So I ended with yellow. This is every, I swear, every chameleon comes out different. But whatever color you end up with above the eye, you outline the eye, and it's also the rainbow eyelid. Okay? So it depends on where you end. So my next one is blue, but I don't think I'm going to make it. But I am going to outline the blue and protect my eye. So I get blue. Stab! Look it. I want to protect my eye. So I'm going to outline it. Okay. And it's this piece, right? All the way to the chin and the arm. Right? Okay. And then side to side. More paint. It should be slipperier than that. I can already tell. That's not slippery. And because I outlined the eye, I protected it. And my brain won't let me scribble on it. Now I can clean my paintbrush. And then put my white on the top, white. And go, swipe. Whoosh. And then go, red push. Oh, I got purple in my blue, but I love it. Go slow near the eye. I can always go back and fixie that. Push it down, 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 down. I'm running out of white, but I don't stop because a tiny bit of white helps her not see through. Maybe I should do it one more time. I'm going to do it one more time. I don't think I got far enough. Let me see. One more time. I'm pushing down, 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 down. Oh, now it's going farther. Okay. There. Okay, now I get to put the... Oh, let me fix my outline. Look at my scribble. Now I can go back very gently. Outline, outline, and the waist. Okay, now, oh, missed again. Okay, there. It's like a C around the back of the eye. And then I could put the purple and the blue and the blue and the purple. Oh, scribbly. Love that color. I'm totally putting a lot of blue in my purple and the purple in my blue because I love it. Ooh, green. What if we do green and a little bit of yellow? For the like yellow on the lips. So I'm going to go, I'm not going to do the whole thing green. Maybe just a green to the under the eye and the chin. And then leave the lips to be yellow. Just to finish off the rainbow, right? And then white underneath the eye. Very white. And then less. And then I could put the green and the blue and the blue and the green. I got it on my eye. Look it. I'm going to try to wipe it off with my finger. There. round it. Okay, so there's green under my eye. So what is going to be my eyelid? Green. A little green rainbow for the eyelid. And I just go, wee! There. I made an eyelid. And should I make a circle? No. It's a half a rainbow. And I just want to save the lips for yellow because it's cute. Yellow lips. Beep, beep. A little bit of white. And look at what a tiny piece it is, so I don't need very much white. Blip, blip. There, scribbly, scribbly. And then mix my green and my yellow and yellow my green. Who beat me? Who's still working?
I'm still working.
You go, you go, you go. But can everybody pause? Everybody pause. Everyone's in a different spot. But I want to show you where the dots go before people start signing off, because I know some people have to go and stuff. So everybody stop painting, pause. I'm going to make all these white dots with my stick, right? But it's a smile of white dots underneath the eye and behind the eye. Then it's a white dot of rainbow down her back. Everybody look, don't look away. And then everywhere I made a new color, I put baby dots. Polka, 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 polka. Made a new color right there. Polka, 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 polka. Made a new color there. Polka, 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 polka. Like that. And then the last thing we do is, but they're like 2 fingers apart. Do not put too much black. It looks like a scribble. But I use my stick. Poke. Poke very gently, because otherwise they look like a with my stick. Okay, so I'm going to do my, I stab my white with my stick. And then where's the first one? It goes on her lips. And then I just go under her eye, under her eye, under her eye. And then I go up, 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 up. There's a smile. You just keep painting. You keep painting. You do what because why am I rushing? Because I'm watching the clock. Okay, now I can get my white. But look up every once in a while. Right? And then I go, I'm going to do a rainbow, a big rainbow of white dots down her back. Whee! With my stick. Now I can get my stick and do all the teeny little pieces on her tail where I made a new color. The purpley blue, the magenta pink, the orangey purple. No, orangey pink. The yellowy orange, they get dots, just little speckles. And it's like little details that make them stand out. Poke, 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 poke. Just for fun. Oh, cuter. Nothing on the legs get nothing. And then, just on the body and the face, like freckles, we clean our paintbrush and get a little poke of black. And I just go, then they're not friends. Far away from each other. No, do not touch. They're like 2 fingers apart. Poke, 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 right? Because it's just for details. Just for details. Oh, look what I did. What the heck? That would make a disgusting mess. I left the lid off my black and I made this sticky gum. You have to be careful where you poke. Okay, now I can do more. Pokey, 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 poke. More paint. They're not perfectly round. More paint. And I could do her eyelid. And I could do her face. But they're very far apart and they don't touch. Because they're scared of each other. Freckles on her face. And freckles on her eyelid. Oh, cute. Keep going. Whatever you're doing is right. And don't forget to add white and make new colors. Do you love it? Now that we're like done, you're like, what? Look what I made. I know. And every time you got to make a new color, so good. See, I put the little black dots. And they're not touching. And I'm using my stick. Oh, that's my stick. So they're little like fingerprints, little tiny fingerprints. And then how do we fix any oopsies again? When you're all done, you can get a little black. But how do we outline? Everybody pause and look up one more time. Everybody pause. I would like to fix my tail right here. I don't like this ratty thing, but I land in the black. Everybody look. And then push up to this, until you're touching, then a smooth. But this is going to be shinier than your background, so don't do a whole bunch of it, right? And then, the top, I don't like her chin. Fix it. But I stay in the black and sneak up to the color, right? Oh, and I got to outline her toes better. Those are terrible because I made a scribbly. But you can't do the stick. You can't fix anything on the stick. How come? We'll never mix those colors like that again. Good job, you guys.